Let's take a look at how Xpress Docs can make your mailing campaign super easy using the templates that we've already built for you as part of your branding package. First, let's go into Upload Your Own Designs. And in this case, we're going to go to Postcards, Mail. And you'll notice within Xpress Docs that we have a number of different sizes available for you. You have an 8.5 by 5.5, so that's a half-page size. There's a smaller size, it's the 4.25 by 5.5. Unless we're specifically asked to make a postcard that size, we usually don't because we find that it's just too small to have a good impact in the mailbox. We also have the XL postcard, the 11 by 5.5. We love this size. It's a nice, good, high impact piece. But today what we're going to be focusing on is the Landscape Mega Postcard. This size is 8.5 by 11 flat. So it shows up as a full page size in the mailbox. Super awesome. It's got just a small little postage area, but you've got all the rest of this as available real estate for your mailing message. So let's go ahead and go now to a template that's already set up, ready to go. In here we have an InDesign file that is already ready to go. It's already been formatted, the content is updated, and you can see here that the bleeds are also set up. We can see that because the edge of the page in InDesign is indicated by the black boundary, but the red shows where the bleed line is. So the cutting will happen at that page edge, and it'll cut off all the stuff that's between the black line and the red line. But it looks like in the final product that it's very nice polished and the ink goes all the way to the edge of the page. Let's take a look at what this looks like in the preview with the bleed already cut off and the lines are all going away. Ah, very nice, right? Okay, so this one's all ready to go. It's got both sides. All we need to do is now save this as a bleed file. So to do that, we're going to say File, Export, and we're going to go ahead and save it there. And when this comes up, we're going to go to Marks and Bleeds, and we don't want to have any marks selected here. We just want to make sure that our document bleed settings are set. And this is 1/8 of an inch, and we want to keep it right there. So let's click on Export. And know that if we built this for you in Publisher or another program, your bleeds are also set up the same in a similar way. You just need to make sure that you are exporting with the bleeds and that your final PDF size, in this case, is 8.75 by 11.25. That means it's going to be an 8.5 by 11 page with 1/8 of an inch added to the top, bottom, and the sides. Okay, now let's go back to Xpress Docs. Perfect. And again, you can look at the pricing table right here, and you can look at first class mail, standard mailing, but I really prefer the first class mail, especially with a high impact template such as this. 130-pound paper that's going to really just pop in the mailbox, and here are your different quantities. And these prices include printing and mailing. Okay, let's go ahead and upload our image. So we're going to click on Customize. I would recommend changing the title of your mailer to whatever current month it is and who you're mailing it to. So if you have a farm, that you might add like farm here, or sphere if that makes sense to you too. Any different, just a way to differentiate your different campaigns. Okay, so now we're going to click here to add more photos, and we're going to find our PDF that we just created. And we're going to upload that. All right. Now we can see here that we want to put our photo 1 here because our photo 2 has the mailing section down here. So this is correct. So this says photo 2, photo 2, photo 1, photo 1. All right, so now let's go ahead and click to refresh our proof. Excellent. And I would just check to make sure that you're in your mailing area. It's not overlapping anything critical, and it looks like everything is clear in there. That's perfect. So let's go ahead and generate our final proof. Awesome. And let's just take a look Yes, everything is bleeding off correctly. We don't have anything that's going off the edge of the page that should not be. This is ready to go. So now let's go ahead and click on the fact that we verify it's our responsibility to do this order correctly. Okay, and we know that we want to do it first class mail. That's great. And now here's where you have either your uploaded addresses or you need to upload an address list. And to do this, it's very easy. You can go ahead and just select or create an address list. You can upload a list. You can do a radius list. So if you are doing like a new farm area each time, or you want to only send it to like homes that are around your listing, you could do something like this in here. Street list. You've got some different options to play with here. Usually what we're doing is we have a list that is from our clients that includes the owner's name, the mailing address, city, state, zip, and that's about it. So in this case, let's take a look at our list of renters. And let's just say we want to edit this. This is nice actually because you can keep all of your information in here and just edit as needed if you have people that are no longer on your list, or perhaps the city has changed the address slightly, which happens on occasion. So you can go in here and edit it. All right. So we know we want to send it to these people, and you're going to get a sample card, which is awesome. That's great. If you wanted to do high gloss coating, that's an option as well. It's a little bit extra, but in my opinion, it's sometimes worth it depending on what is happening at your local mail center. And then you would just go ahead and proceed to checkout. The timing on this, they say go ahead and allow for 7 to 10 days. In my experience, it's usually a bit quicker than that, but that is something to keep in mind, especially if you're sending out something that is time sensitive. That's it. It's that easy. Hope you get something printed soon. Thanks.